All right, let's look at this lights on log. And this is a pretty good one to talk about. So you can see how the idle, the engine speed went a little wild there, right? Fluctuated. Is that because of the idle control, right? You can see that the idle control, okay, it's recognizing the difference. It's not really trying to adjust anything necessarily because it keeps bouncing into that correct area. And you program that for a delay of, how long you want, half second or whatever that you want it for it enact something, just so it doesn't contribute to the issue. So the real issue here is this AFR, right? You can see how it bounces around. And now that doesn't seem like much. All right. But how I know that this is the issue is because I can see, and now keep in mind, I added a 0.5% up here already on that last video. So I can see as it goes, if that value up at that top right there, right? That was like 25.4 before I added that 0.5%. And that's a pretty big change when it goes down that 26.3. Technically, you have less airflow and it was getting richer and it was going up there and getting leaner. So what I'm actually gonna have to probably do to completely fix this issue is go in here and add fuel or take fuel out from here. Now, since this is pretty rich, what I'm actually gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to take some fuel out from right here to probably resolve the issue, right? Now, theoretically, more vacuum means less air, right? Sorry about my focus here, my phone. So this one's a little complicated because how much do you go? How crazy do you want to be with this? Well, not by much. You might even just want to match these values and see if it smooths out first. And sometimes that'll naturally smooth itself out. But I mean, a 0.5% seems to make a big difference. Like I was talking about, I think this car has some pretty big fuel injectors in it because it seems like small changes are really making a big difference. So you can't really see it because there's things in the way. But that 26.3 to what was 25.4 before, that 1%, that's a pretty big jump. I might actually just leave it and have you try this again, and that's probably what I'm going to do. Is try this one, this log again, see if this reduces at all. So if we go and take a look at that other log with the lights off, you can see RPM stays pretty close. It's within 70 RPM, which is pretty good, realistically. You can see it's still pretty rich. But I'm fine with it being a little rich because what we can do is with the closed loop, we can have it adjust that fuel out at idle. So I don't really want to mess with that. But you can take a look here if you really wanted to get picky and see about where that richness is. And I'm guessing that it's probably, again, these cells right here that's causing that richness, right? So looking at this now, I'll probably trying to think if I want to take anything out. Yeah, let's take out just I'm gonna take out 0.3 on that one, and we're gonna take out 0.2 on that one. So that's it's in this little block right here. And then this one, well, actually I'm gonna change this one as well. I'm gonna subtract 0.2 out of that. So it's kind of even across there. So then as it gets less air, it's going to be a little bit leaner. As it gets a little more air, it's going to be a little richer. And we'll see if that smooths this out too. All right.